Pussy. Pussy. I don't know why I said that. I don't really know what motivated me to do that, but fine. Yo. I bet no one was there to hear the first word that I said. Oh shit, we had someone follow off stream? What the? What the? Okay. Sneaky Pokemon wear a diaper? What the? Hey, look, your Feels Weird man is mummified, Halloweenified. Peepo Weens? Any Peepo Weens in the chat? Yeah, see, I added that one the other day. Let him candy corn? Okay, if that's real, I'll add it right now. If let him candy corn is real, I'll add it right now. Now you may be thinking, wait a second. It's 7 o'clock. This would normally be post-stretch time and he would be standing. Why is he sitting? Because I was just standing for the past 2 hours. Is the short version of that. Well, I guess maybe technically less than about 2 hours. I will switch to standing for Super Auto Pets, but for now, we will not. You'll lurk again today. Dude, so much stuff. The timing of today being the family thing, so much sucked. Like, doing it and whatever, fine, but just the timing of it. Dude, the Pokemon leaks last night and into all today. Oh my god. Oh my god. But, part 2. Wait a second, why doesn't he have his apple? Well, because the family thing was apple picking. So I had my share of apples today. I had multiple apples. But, since I wasn't home when I had lunch, that means I didn't have my banana with lunch. Which means banana time for stream. Rare footage. Rare footage. Ding, ding. He be lurking. California. I feel like there's an animal name like California something, not just like California dreaming. Horse related. We have good news. September is over, but gift sub discounts are here. Why did that pop up? That was weird. Wait a second. Boulder is a national park, right? Or at least it's like a park of some kind. Or it's like a place. Colorado? Boulder, Colorado? Things related to Acme? You know what I'm saying? Roadrunner, Coyote, Anvil. After that's a bit of a mix-up. Could be a boulder. How is that the first thing that I got? How is that the first thing that I got? Horn. Things on animals and people and stuff. Yes, that stuff. Cargo shorts, capri shorts. Dry. What the heck? MC Hammer pants? Cargo pants? Capri pants? Rum pants? Aren't stirrups the thing on the boots that got like the spinny things? Honor roll, egg roll, California roll, drum roll. So it's gotta be stirrup then. Oh, and he's got it down perfect. So stirrups are the pants, huh? I almost made it not a perfect, but I corrected. Course corrected. So will you be lurking due to school, homework, etc.? Fair. Oh, we're not Pecora? That's interesting. Even Toad. So Rhino? Oh, okay. So Rhino isn't Pecora, but it's not Aerodact. Oh, right. Columbus Day. You're not supposed to say that. It's actually Indigenous People Day. Oh! I had made that mistake today, actually. Well, it wasn't really a mistake, but whatever. Look, I've been calling it that way for 95% of my life, or whatever it is. And it also, like... It's like if you were to go up to a group of people and like, yo, what up, guys? And there's a girl in the group. Actually? Like, okay. I'm not saying it in the way that's, like, trying to be derogatory. It's just, like, that's the name of it. Okay, that's the name of the thing that I said. Fucking relax. Aerodactyl, but it's not moose and it's not giraffe. What are the odd-toed mammals? The odd-toed mammals, huh? Sorry, that was a little loud to switch right to that for our spooky music. Bison is also even-toed? Son of a bitch. Oh, I typed whale shark and not a fucking whale? Ugh. Whale, because whale shark was the first fucking whale to show up? God damn it, guys. God damn it. That's kind of bad luck that whale shark was the first one to show up, I'm not gonna lie. Eat whales. Blue whale doesn't have beaks like that because it's a filter feeder, so blue whale it is. If I didn't know the whale shark thing, I was going to be completely going down the wrong direction for way too long. So, thankfully I caught that. Pokemon Ash? Isn't you also like turning and stuff? Oh, Trump, what the hell? Professor Oak? Ash Ketchum, Professor Elm, Professor Birch, Everdeen. Oh, never mind. You is a tree? Okay. Trees? We can do trees. Alright, I'm kind of annoyed by that. Times, the New York Times, the New York Twist, the New York Deal, the New York... Oh, I didn't try Ash? I thought I did. My mistake? Yeah, but now there's probably a little bit too many. Yeah, now there's too many. This old house, this old... Troy. Somehow I can see it all, but can't see any of it. Okay. Got there eventually. Stick, huh? Sticker, twister, dealer, trumper. I don't think that's quite. Oak, huh? Professor Oak, Professor Everdeen, Professor Bolwood, Professor Troy. Okay. There's only 15 seconds. There's only 10 seconds. I just have to click. Yeah. Not enough time. Alright. Tree. Professor. What? So I just completely got that out of nowhere. Professor Everdeen just sounded like a name that would sound good. Magazine? Okay. Like buying stuff? Actions in card games. Alright, well. Whatever. Oh! Whoa, this should be really easy, right? Okay. Breloom. That's gonna be highest. Water fighting. Okay, so technically, this one is that, but I'm too scared to do it. Because I don't know what. I always forget which one's which. I think this one is the dark one? No, maybe this was the dark one, and this one's the water one. But we're just gonna go Poliwrath to play it safe. Firefighting? Name a fire starter? Is there a firefighting that isn't a starter? Probably. Like, maybe this guy? Maybe one of these guys is? But we'll just go Infernape. I'm not even messing with second forms. You know what? Screw it. Grass Mega? Sceptile is definitely the first one that comes to mind. Water? Blastoise. I know there's more, but we're just rifling through. Fire Mega? Charizard. Why? Grass Starter? Turtwig's a cute guy. Water? Mudkip, because related to the beta leaks last night / today. Fire. The other pig. I've done it. Very easy one. I just didn't even bother trying to think of like rarer ones of these. Oh, Abomas now, okay. Virizion. Chestnut. I always forget Chestnut's in there. Rowlet's the least guessed, huh? Oh, Turtwig's not that far behind, though. Brokey, Quaxley, Mudkip. Scorbunny, Chimchar, Litten. Wow, Tedpig #1. That's a little surprising. Lots of Fire Megas. Decent amount of Water Megas. Fighting Water. It was Rapid Strike. So I actually was right about that. Oh yeah, the new water starter is also that too. Okay, so the non-starter fighting type fire is the Tauros Blaze thing. Nice. So the spooky music doesn't really fit, but the Pokemon shit is insane. I feel like I need an extra 3 days. Because, so I'll talk about it during SAP, but to go into a little bit of extra detail right now, I was in the fucking thick of it. And not in terms of like I was reading the files and shit, but like as shit was being dropped, I had eyes on, like I was in the room. You know, I was in the room where I was at the place that the Twitter accounts that are posting were at to watch what was getting dropped, aka 4chan. It is the only time I ever go to 4chan, but that's the place to fucking be when leaks are getting dropped. All right, that's the place to fucking be. And goddamn, was it sick. It was fucking sweet. So yeah, there's a lot, and it's going to take a lot of time for people to go through it all. But it was cool to be there at the precipice of it starting and like things starting to unfold, people kind of doubting, people kind of, okay, maybe there's some code, but like, no, we got no images of any real interest yet. Maybe there's a couple of documents, SVN, which is definitely still important in code, but yeah, right, whatever. Until, until shit started fucking dropping. And goddamn was it dropping. Ooh. like this. I don't remember this from Paper Mario, but apparently it's from Paper Mario. So I guess I'll have to just accept that as true. Could we do Contexto then? I mean, we're you know, it is a half stream situation on a SAP Sunday. Not enough time to plan anything. Etc. Person, people, stuff, thing, emotion, house, job. Job, sport, activity, work. Okay. Computer, construction, art, music. Okay, construction, build. Interesting that house was so far down. Warehouse, shop, market. Whoa, grocery, grocer, store, mall. Skyscraper? Apartment? Market. Economy. Sale. Sales. Business. Ah, okay. Stock. CEO. Boss. Employee. Employer. Manager. Fund. Finance. Financial. Money. Okay. Mutual. Fund. Plan. Schedule. Equity. Whoa. But not stock, huh? Cash. No. Stock, money, equity, ETF. Oh, that's actually high. Limit, trade, broker, brokerage, broker, exchange. Damn. Trader. Trade? Dividend, that's a good one. Did I do purchase? Buy? What's a different word for cash and equity? I already did mutual. I did not do index though. Mutual was down there, 53. I did exchange, I believe. Yep. Hold up. We gotta do bank. Ah, damn. Would have been pretty good. Would have been pretty good. What's a fiduciary? Financial advisor. Advice. Economist. Economy. Rate. Exchange rate. Cash? No. Cash. Equity. Liquidity. Liquid. Loan? Asset. That's a good one. There you go. Estate? Will. Tax. Taxes. Okay. Interest. That's a good one. I was trying to think of like exchange rate or interest rate, but yeah. Retirement. I believe I already did brokerage. I did. Savings. Nope. Equity is still the highest, but assets right there. Other types of assets, but I already said estate. Billionaire. Share, that's a good one. Portfolio, that's a good one. Ticket. Chart. Fund? No, I already did fund. Fund is also really high up there. Market fund, mutual fund, index fund. 500, S&P 500, but you can't really type that. The ticker, the name, the coins, paper, trail. Boardroom. Board. COO. CEO. Accountant. Account. Okay, yeah. I feel like, I mean, we've been right around it for a while here. It's like, you know, it's gonna be another synonym type of thing for all of this stuff. Equity, asset, fund, financial, finance, but not business, not... Invest? Did I not do invest and investing? Investor. Alright, I mean, we're pretty much there. Invest, investor, investment. There it is. There it is. Capital. That was the other word I was trying to think of when talking about cash, funds, your equity. That was the other word I was trying to think of. Because capital is also interchangeably used with the word cash a lot of the time. In my experience, at least. Hold on, I'm writing something down. What did I want to mention to you guys was the... Oh, I wrote it on my phone. That's right. I was like, I knew I wrote something somewhere. Oh, yeah. That was the other thing. Okay. Writing notes for Super Auto Pets. There we go. Delete those notes. So I was going to... This is what I wanted to tell you guys, not the YouTube people. I had mentioned in Discord that I was potentially going to do a bonus secret stream yesterday. What it would have been was... it was one of those MTGA events where, like, oh, I could enter and, like, win or whatever. But then the Pokemon leaks were happening, so I didn't do that. But it turned out fine anyway, because I immediately lost, because even though my deck was pretty decent, if not straight up good, I had insanely bad luck. Which was great. aka not great. But at the same time, it kind of was great because then it just meant like, all right, I'm just gonna focus on the Pokemon leaks now and getting things ready for tomorrow, aka today, which is what I did. Hello, Captain Falcon. Excuse me. Ooh. Is this a real song? No, this is just minor key Super Mario Bros. Oh, it's so scary. I did not have time to put up a new thing here, so sorry about that. But secret information for you guys. I was at this family thing. I was given a part of this was like a gift related situation, and you know how I talked about how I was looking into webcams and whatnot. Well, I got it, or rather it was gifted to me. But I mean, I knew I was getting it basically, so that's exciting. I have not opened it yet, obviously. I think the plan will be to try to, because in theory, I believe this is so there's one issue with this camera, but I think I'm okay with that, which is that this, I guess I don't know its other settings, but it does say 2K at 30 FPS, which obviously we don't need 2K, because you can't even stream, like I stream at 780, so like we don't even need that anyway, but, you know, maybe that means this could be a higher quality than that at 60 FPS, or could potentially try doing lower FPS. Not like we do a lot of FPS gaming, not that FPS, but the other FPS. Either way. So this camera does not do the twisty thing that I like about the other old one. But it's very well priced, and it should ideally do everything else that I need. And I figured I would rather try this than just get another C920 like duplicate. Like, who cares? That's kind of, you know, if this ends up being better, that's great. Now I have one of each. If not, basically my thought was, if this ends up being better than that, then I could use this as the main camera now, and then that as the second camera. If this isn't better than that, then I can just use this as the second camera and keep that as the first camera. And then, like, you know what I mean? So, because the second camera doesn't, like, really need to be, I mean, I was using, like, a 15 plus year old camera. I don't even know how old that thing is. That might be 20, this thing might be, the old camera might be 20 years old. Probably more like 15, but it's highly more likely to be 15, but the point still stands. So, yeah. I would not expect this to be used tomorrow. Partially just because Mondays are often a busy day, having to do SAP thumbnails from tonight, etc. Plus, I'll probably be trying to spend a lot of time on Pokemon Week stuff. I would certainly say that this will be used Wednesday. I may not have it set up to be used as main camera Wednesday. The problem with the problem, quote unquote, with setting this to be used for the new camera would be all of the overlay things. You know, all of these things.
Ice cream so good.
That moved my camera down. That's so weird. Does that always do that? It
Ice cream
does
so
always
good.
do that. Yeah, okay, that shit just needs to get redone anyway. I don't know what it is about groups in OBS, but this shit is broken as hell.
That's
And it
no
removes
good.
it every time?
That's
Even
no
when I replay it? That doesn't make any damn sense. That doesn't make any damn sense.
That's no good. That's no.
Wait, it moves it down every time. Look at this. I'm going off screen slowly. That's very odd. That's not a problem I had before. So I don't know why that happens. Well, I guess, you know what? Maybe it's for the better? Because these are clearly all broken anyway, even though I redid them all. This shit just does not work correctly, huh?
I just shocked him.
Never had this problem before. So I don't know what the issue is. It's something to do with, like... Yeah. Something to do with that. Basically, when I select the webcam... So you have the... Okay, can I actually show this? Is this a thing I can show? I mean, we have time to do nothing here, so... OBS. Why don't I see OBS on here? I don't see OBS. What the heck? Why can I not tap window OBS? Right, hold on. This. Yeah, they won't let me show OBS. What the hell? Since when? Is this a safe thing to do? That is the question. Is this a safe thing to do? It's safe enough. Okay, so I'm sure this is not confusing or anything. So you see this, me over here. I guess I could do this. Yeah, it's probably easier. So this is me. And you can see there's the green, that's because it's cropped basically. This is the group window. So the group is up here called webcam C90. And then these are all the overlay things. So I can be like, smoke a joint. And now you see the smoke a joint over my face. But I guess let's do this one because it auto loops. You see when I click it, it's over here. Like the St. Patrick Lucky thing is over here. And if as soon as I touch it to move it, it just, I don't even know what that has to do with anything. It just starts moving it absolutely nowhere. Like I'm moved my cursor to the right and it just shot downwards. So like nothing makes sense. And then the webcam itself is also, you can see the green outline is over here. And if I edit this, again, not particularly helpful. Even if I move it way up here. And then I'm just trying to, it just, I don't understand why this does this. Because it definitely did not used to do that. And now it does do that. So I don't get it. Basically, is the TLDR of that. I don't get it. I don't get why it does that. So that's annoying. And I guess since it does still do that, in a sense, maybe it's... What I had initially said was that I was like, oh, it might take a while to actually try to start using this as the normal webcam, because then I have to redo all the overlay things. But it looks like I have to redo all of those anyway. Or at least I have to try to understand why that does that, which is annoying. So, yeah. But at least we have it. The other thing is that this, I was wondering, this is a not a proposal, but something to ponder for all of us, is do I, so my main monitor is here, the second monitor is here, this is where I play the Switch on, but also is usually the music and chat option number 1 slash a text file to refer to for topics to talk about. Chat 2 is down here on the laptop, which is like the Twitch dashboard one. We could attempt to put the webcam on the main monitor so that it is mostly right straight at me. Part of the reason I kind of like this angle is because you get more of the room that way. Like, you get more of the room, I feel like. This is more of a angled thing, whereas the straight, we would still get some. That change in perspective will ruin your week. Really, why is that? Just because there's less to see? I mean, so this thing apparently has a 95-degree FOV as well, which is pretty wide. I mean, obviously you know that like this can go more this way. That can obviously go more that way. The cam that we already have, but there we go. Back to normal. So awesome that you can control Z in OBS. So like this always could be wider anyway. Like I could basically do this and have the chat and like have the webcam go all the way over there. But that's like a little too much for me. I don't really want to go that far over there. There's nothing really over there either. It's pretty much the chair ends in its wall. I think there was a time... I don't know. Remember when I used to have the channel point redemption for doing a handstand? I forget if I was doing it against this wall or that wall. I feel like I was doing it against that wall because that wall has the sign on it. So the camera did probably go a little more, you know, that way before. But now it's all about basketball. We're playing basketball. We want a basketball. We're playing basketball. We want a basketball. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. You always gotta stop it there because no one actually remembers the rest of the words after that. No one actually remembers the words after that. Everyone remembers those first two lines. Basketball is my favorite sport. I love the way they dribble up and down the court. And then that's it. No one remembers what's after that. Like Mike, the movie. I have other Anchor products too, which is also why, and you know me. I would be one to research before I buy anything, even if it's not that expensive, pretty much. So I'm pretty interested to try this out. I would likely. Yeah, I guess this would be a good opportunity to test the overlay things on it, even if I don't end up using it as the main cam. I will probably place it straight ahead, just to be the place to hang out. Although there is something to be said about putting it right next to the other one, so then that way you can get the same angle with both cameras and compare potentially, but I guess there's a bunch of things that could be tested there. Either way, pretty exciting. I believe there's also going to be another sort of family thing the weekend going into Halloween. So not this coming weekend of the 18th and 19th, but the next one that's like the 26th, 27th. That one. Where I'm... So you know how I was talking about, we discussed like best games for Switch, games you would recommend for people to get on the Switch, etc. After today, I have a sneaky suspicion that the person asking me those recommendations was not for themselves or their friend, but perhaps for me. So, we might end up with a new Switch game. I'm just putting it out. I don't know for sure, but I'm a little sus that is might be what's happening and behind the scenes. I think that might be what's happening. So I don't know what game it would be, but it would be one of those games that I recommended. Cause here's what happened. Like basically, they showed me the list and they're like, okay, yeah. Which ones have you played though? And I was like, oh, I played this one. So like basically asking me which ones do you own though? That's like the subtext of that question. A little bit. Like some of it is like, oh, which do you have personal experience with? But the way they were coming at it kind of seemed like it was more of a which ones do you own though, without asking which ones do you own though. So I think they're gonna end up choosing a game from sort of a list of games that I told them for the Switch that were good. That I think that's what's gonna happen. So my bet is I think I'm gonna either end up with Emio, Advance Wars Reboot Camp, or Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I think it's gonna be one of those three. If it was like 2 weeks after that with Mario and Luigi Brothership, that would have been pretty sick. I think that maybe would have been even more sick, but it is what it is. I will happily, take that. So yeah, exciting. Exciting. Imagine getting nothing when you're asking, oh hey, what happened to my thing? I don't know what that sentence is trying to say at all. It's not worded well. And yes, I am saying it's not worded well. Are you, I think you're trying to say, like, what would my reaction be if it isn't actually a gift for me and I get nothing? I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't, like, why would I, what am I, like an 8-year-old and gonna throw a tantrum? Like, what do you, no, I'd just be like, oh, I was wrong. So what? Nothing changed. And it's not like I'm expecting it. It's not like I'm expecting it. It's more of a suspicion. As I said, I'm a little sus. I'm a little sus. That's all. I'm just a little suspicious. That's all. All right. Delete that. Delete that. Are you guys, got any Halloween plans? No, right? I think we talked about this previously, as far as, Halloween plans before, or whatever. I think Stung Tongue, their living situation means they don't even, they don't really get to give out Halloween candy, from what I recall, because they're on an upper floor. So that removes that. Sacrificial ritual. Are you sacrificing a goat or a chicken? Speaking of chickens, I saw today, because I was in New Hampshire for part of the day. Basically, someone just had chickens in their front yard. but like there was no fence. They were just there, and it was like next to a pretty busy road, and they were just there, and there was like over a dozen of them. It just felt like surely a chicken from that group has been hit by a car or something, right? Like surely something like that has happened. Or perhaps a chicken crossed the road, even though there actually was nothing on the other side, so it would have just have been to get to the other side. It was it was like too good to be true. Vicious, you're here. What I want from you tomorrow is to do 8P with me. Is that something? Because I could not find anyone to 8P with yesterday. I was not getting any matches. I would like to do all of 8P tomorrow. Is that too much to ask? I think we may have some 3P to do as well. Am I lying on that? No, there is. There's the Pad Z Coliseum. So we could do that too. We could do that too. As far as Pokemon Sleep goes, I did do one full pot this morning, and then I did a I did a 57 for lunch. I'm not going to go all out for dinner. Basically, I did reach Master 1. I don't think I would have been able to reach Master 2 even if I did a full pot every meal. So, I'm saving up ingredients to... I literally have no points. I have not found a single match of 8P. But I imagine if there are a bunch of other people playing during stream that you won't have to keep joining. Hopefully. I have already done some of the Pad Z stuff already. The solo stuff, at least, most of it. I haven't done the challenges. I tried doing one of the challenges and then even edited a Geno team to bring a looping heal, and I still died. I think because I didn't... I removed my looping shield for a looping heal, and I guess I need both? I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the only things to do tomorrow would be 8P, the Ardent Challenges, and Title, which is certainly a lot, but 8P literally ends tomorrow, so I need to do that tomorrow first. So that's kind of just how it is. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, the webcam thing's pretty sick, though. Anything else that stands out about today? I had like 3 apples. Oh, I guess I already said that because then I showed off that I had a banana for the stream instead of an apple, which makes sense. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Oh. Oh, you know what we should do? Switch to standing. Because I want to stand during SAP. That's what we should do. Ugh. We did get lucky in that, you know, today was a pretty rainy day off and on. But the times that I was outside was when it was not raining. And then the times when we went inside or in a car was when it was raining. So that was pretty good luck. I'm gonna break this desk in half. Not really, though. Not really. My neck is stiff. Sitting in the car fucking sucks. Obvious statement. I understand, but being And it was not like a comfy. It was not. I felt like I was twisted up the whole time. I felt like I could not get comfortable, and my body was just uneven and shit. Which is sort of how I've been feeling always, anyway. Not always, but like the past. Since I hurt my back like a year and a half or 2 years ago. I don't even know when. I would have to look at my notes for exactly when that happened, but ever since that happened, it's just been problem after problem, and then also just generally feeling not correct. I don't know really how else to phrase it. Just not balanced, not even distribution of weight load. Like one side more twisted up than the other. It's not been the best of situations. And East Coast Throwdown's been this weekend. Again, have not really got to catch much of it, but it is what it is. I don't really know if there's been other big events happening this weekend, but yeah. Alright, deleting Super Auto Pets notes. Ooh, what is this? What is this? This is a Kumu remix. They do really good stuff. Kumu? I don't know how you're supposed to say their name. Q-U-M-U. Really good channel. Great channel. Would recommend. A++. What's that? I don't remember what I said. East Coast Throwdown? Is that what the what's that's for? East Coast Throwdown is a fighting game tournament. East Coast Throwdown is a long tenured fighting game event. Probably Street Fighter 6 top 8's probably happening like right now. It is. I mean, I'm not, I'll have to watch it tomorrow, I guess. Or whatever. I will say it has been a long day for me. In more ways than one, for sure, too. Alright, let's open the game while I change my category. Pause. This is the same weekly. Not updated yet. Not a surprise to any of us, but, it is what it is. I did ranking yesterday. Got a good score, then made it better a couple of times. Got a message overnight from someone asking for help. Replied as much as I could in the morning, but then they had questions while I was gone, and I didn't reply to that until I got back home, but they were still on, so they responded to all that and whatnot and was happy. So I wish them the best of luck. What was their name again? Wavelength. That's a good name. That's a solid name. Can't go wrong with that. Solid name, solid name. What else? Oh, is that Aurora Borealis shit still going on? Would I be able to see that now, or is that more of like as the sun is setting type of thing? Ugh. It was Friday night. This is still the same. This is serious. Not sure how long the solar storm was. That's fair. The comet, the 80,000-year-old comet thing is still this weekend though, right? I don't know how I'm supposed to see that part. I don't know when that... I think that's also like kind of at night, but I don't know if it's at a specific time at night. I know it was supposed to start the 12th. I don't know. I thought I remember reading it was a multi-day thing. Can we get some intel on that? 80,000-year-old comet. When to see it, Massachusetts. When to see it, Massachusetts. Well, I see a video of it. Those who live in the northern hemisphere could look at the night sky for a wonder that might have fascinated the Neanderthal. Okay, I don't care about that. Discovered by observers in South. For the next few weeks, people will be able to look in the western night sky just after sunset. Can you give me like a time though? What does that mean? How after sunset is after sunset? Why don't people just actually tell you when to look at it? Not helpful. Thank you, top comment Redditor. I read the article. I'm still not sure when would be the best time to have a chance of seeing it with the naked eye. Where do I look? When do I look? The western sky, so that just means the direction the sun is setting, correct? Comet yada 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 makes its closest approach to the sun on October 13th. That's today! And its closest approach to Earth on the 17th. Wait, does the 17th? I think the 17th means that's maybe the best time? Best viewing time. The best time to see the comet might be mid to late October, particularly after it passes the closest to Earth. During this time, it should be the brightest and might even be visible to the naked eye. Oh, so most of the time it's not? Before dawn. Comets are typically best seen before dawn when the sky is still dark. Look for it in the early morning hours before sunrise. Oh, Northern Hemisphere. Initially, September, October. I still feel like that didn't give me the best answer, but it is better than anything else so far. It's not a comet, it's a ship. Spooky. Johnson noted the best time to catch a glimpse of that should be the evenings on and shortly. So is it basically saying like not once it's actually dark? I think it's saying while it's still setting. Anyway, whatever. Let's check the game again. It's new. The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever for Christmas this year. The Hess truck's here. Mushroom. Peppa. What the hell is this sushi? Seaweed. Before attack, transform into sea urchin. That's kind of interesting for some bad tier 1s. It's kind of neat actually. Sniping. Farmer chicken. Spend 1 gold to feed 1 carb count in the nearest turn ahead. Okay. Farmer Mouse. Faint, feed a corn cob. Gains mana, gains mana. Mana Hound. Give nearby's friend mana for rolls. Thunderbird. Alright, so no snipings that I can see up here. Poison Bat Frog. Poison Bat Frog. Faint. Okay. Spend mana to gain trumpets. Spend trumpets to gain mana. That always confuses me. Whoa, Ammonite? Transform the frontmost friend into a mini level 1 octopus with plus... Oh, that's cute! For each roll, huh? Would be a great time to have a Yeti. If 4 shop pets are in the same tier, roll pets... Okay, so there's a roll theme. Roll theme with Sandworm, Ammonite, Ostrich. There's definitely trumpet themes. Guinea fowl. Vaquita. These fucking guys. Namazu. Maltese stuff. Highland cow. Wildebeest. Mana theme. Warthog. Thunderbird. Wharf, sorry. Wharf. Mana Hound. There's a lot, actually. Cali Greyhound. What an annoying name. What is that from? Cali Greyhound. The Rock. Can you smell? Chimera. Those two guys in the middle. The Kitsune. The Pixiu. The Sleipnir. The Sea Serpent. Okay, that was a lot of things. Snipers still. There was Cobra and a Mantis. Mantis Shrimp. And Peacock. Scaling Sandworm, unless it's been changed. Nope. Sandworm. Sea Lion. Oh, hamster. There's definitely a fucking roll team. There's definitely a roll team. Blue Ring Octopus scaling. Blue Ring Octo. Ostrich. It's kind of it. Not a ton. The chicken. Farmer chicken, I guess, technically. Solo scale, there is the leech. Is there any leech combos this week? Seems like no. Oh, guinea fowl, I guess, but not really. It doesn't really work in that sense. No leech, but no combo. So, not that exciting to me. Just a middling of stuff. I don't think there like is spawn stuff, but it's kind of spawn stuff, but it's sort of what comes from these others with mana or Nessie slash Falcon slash just kind of weird stuff. Okay. I think I'm satisfied enough with that. Alright, pause the music. Wrong one. Pause that too. Alright, chat. I need the watch so I can keep track of the time, and we'll finally get going. You can, I suppose, combo a little bit with combo Musk Ox with jumpers, crab head plus, sorry, brain cramp plus door head ant. I guess that's a theme. There's probably non-bows, but not enough for me to care, I guess. Alright, here we go. Here we go, Nintendo. Oh, okay. It's time. It's Sunday. There's a new weekly. We have the spooky music going because it is still October. And we got an interesting one here. There is more armor than there has been recently. There's pepper, potato, and melon, so that's neat. Kind of a lot of random stuff. The seaweed is new for me. This seems good because maybe you could give it to an early poopy pet that's level 3 to have it potentially be more useful, I guess. I mean, sea urchin's not that all high tier either, but maybe it'll help. What I will say is that there is potential for a build that is not something I've usually been able to participate in. Which is, I kind of just want the mouse because I like it. A roll team. I think there is potential for a real roll team here. And the reason I think that is because there are multiple things with rolling. There is hamster, there is sandworm, there is ostrich, there is ammonite, which is new to me, and then there's Nessie, which is kind of new to me, you know, sort of, maybe, kind of. The other main things I see are definitely mana themes, and definitely trumpet themes. Probably a little more on the mana side, as far as the number of pets that do mana stuff, but... yeah, it was kind of a... but... I guess. But... the trumpet theme does have some strong units of the trumpet variety. I think they... well, we win. No, we draw this. So, trumpets, there's guinea fowl, vaquita, highland cow, wildebeest. Some pretty decent units. There's also those weird 2 units that convert trumpets to mana and mana to trumpets. And oh yeah, this is another reason to have a roll team. I forgot about that one. This is another reason. Alright. I guess. I don't know. I tend to find trumpets, as far as ease of use, a little bit, certainly easier to use. Hence saying easier to use. There's something to be said about... there is definitely some mini combos with, there's kangaroo, doorhead ant, and then the brain cramp, as well as a muskox. So you can kind of combine those jumpers with either the kangaroo or muskox for some solid mid-game stuff. Or early mid-game, let's say. But... There's definitely more mana stuff overall, as I mentioned, but yeah, this brain cramp's probably gonna cause some problems. Well, that's about as good as it could have gone, considering there was a brain cramp. I keep getting trumpet stuff, even though I'm kind of trying to do mana stuff. Is another role-related thing for sure. I really don't want to try to level 3 you, gonna be honest. Okay, there's a mana thing. Sure. That makes some amount of sense to me. This is another free roll, that seems decent. I don't really want to get rid of all these. I guess I could just get rid of this for this and it's better. But then the question is, do we pivot to... I could do 3 free rolls and get a discounted food, or... I mean, this is a strong unit right now. I think I'm going to roll. Despite my probably better interest, I am going to do that. I was kind of hoping to see another farmer mouse, but... Okay, if we remove a lot of health from the guinea fowl, that's pretty good. And we did do that. That's pretty good. Well, what do you know? Not bad. Now, is it complete RNG that I got that twice? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. You're gone. I think we're full getting rid of both of you. Bringing this in. Bringing this in. ASAP. And then you'll get this next turn. Yeah. I guess I'm half mana, half roll related. Certainly more interested in doing the roll just because it's new to me, but yeah. Okay. Now, there's been a lot that's happened since I've last talked to YouTube in terms of Super Auto Pets. I'll say that much. I'll also say they look like me, but better. I will say they look like me, but better. That's interesting. I need to roll 3 times. I mean, I'm getting close to this. This cost 1. I cannot buy it this turn. I am getting close to getting that going. I can't really put the Dumbo Elephant up front because of I want the whatever that thing is to get the mana. That's not good. Yeah, I think we probably just lose because of that alone. Yeah, I mean, not even close. So, where to start? I suppose the start would be where and what I have been up to on stream the past week, which would be, you know, Pad and Super Auto Pets Monday. Roll team, hello. I mean, this is you're just better, so that seems like a pretty good switch to make. On Wednesday we did Woodcarve Wednesday, but before that I played a game called Nightmare Cart, which actually was really awesome. Just I don't really know how else to say it. It was just a really sick game. And then on Friday played Off Peak, which was pretty cool, and then found a puzzle game that was put on NSO called... it was some crazy name. Cosmic Gang something something puzzle. It was a Japanese game, or it is a Japanese game, and it was sick. Now, it is kind of tempting to abandon this for this stuff, for sure. Give adjacent friends. So do we want the sea lion scaling, or do we want to do mana? I think we're dropping the mana because we're doing this. So I will put this in the front. And now I'm doing this. Give friends one, end the turn. Give friends one for every 4 rolls up to 8. So I don't have 8, but if I do 4 rolls, 1, 2, 3. Sure, I'll put a grape on you, why not? And then I gotta do a 4th. So we'll see what that does. We'll see what that does. I guess I'm just rolling the rest, huh? Move 2 health. Okay, sure. Think I want the order like this? It does slightly make the chances. Okay, so that does buff the 2 of them. It makes the chances of the Bigfoot dying and getting the free roll a little bit less, but still. So the Nessie is another thing that you can combine with the free roll type stuff. +7 +7? That was a lot more than I thought. I guess that's how the roll thing works. And then today, I was... I don't know about saying... I was doing... Moved... We need some attack. I was at a family thing the whole day, and basically only came back with an hour-ish or so before Super Auto Pets, so we did not really do much before this. Okay, this was the other guy I was interested in, for sure. Probably more than the Bigfoot at this point. I know I'm missing a bunch of levels by doing this over and over, but I mean, this is just a lot. Instantly. Okay. I was thinking to myself, well, I'll at least get a free thing out of it, but I won't get the stats this turn. I think that's pretty reasonable. This is another thing that you could do with the stats and whatnot. Okay. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on. I still think my team is a little weak right now. But I think next turn is going to be pretty big with the hamster. Wow, double of those is probably a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, we lose this one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Time to win out from here, right? Right? You know, would be a good reason to do this. Now I'm rolling 5 times? Yes. Or 4 times? 4 times. 1. Oh, right. I get 3 more of those? Definitely do this. Oh, shit. What's happening right now? Okay. Oh. Oh. my brain is like, there's too much happening. I guess I could switch the ostrich for the sea lion next turn. I think this makes sense. I have more gold still. I think this makes sense. If I was doing that, I shouldn't have had the sea lion get the buff. That's fair. Alright, anyway. So, I was at a family thing. The family thing involved going apple picking. I think I live. So that was nice. Although it was rainy, but besides that part. I don't know how this works. Okay. I'm gonna get a lot of money, right? Yeah, I am gonna get money. This makes sense to me. Ooh, piece of candy. Okay, 1 turn left of each of these. So do that. And then combine? And then ostrich? I guess this. Oh, it's sick noise. And then yes. And then yes. Cool. This reset? That's amazing. I mean, I can't really do much with it, but it is amazing. Do I even want that? I don't think I even want that. I guess I'm hoping... guess I should be freezing this, right? If 4 shop pets are the same tier... Unlikely to happen. Okay, I mean... I guess. 1 turn left. Alright, didn't get there, but I guess I could do this. I'm still trying to get my mind wrapped around all this. Apple picking was nice. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. Oh, no. No, my team was so cool, though. My team was so cool, I was about to start doing some cool stuff. Did the Ammonite do anything? How does that guy work? I thought it was supposed to transform the first thing. What do you do? How do you work? When this thing faints! Oh, I'm so stupid. Ah, okay. Definitely my fault on that one. Definitely my fault on that one. No doubt about that. On the drive there, because it was to New Hampshire. The Hampshire in New. There was one of those road signs with made with like one of those panels on wheels that then has a bunch of lights or orange lights to like spell words and stuff. Son of a bitch. One of them I guess do this. One of them, or the one that I saw, said daily shoulder work on it. So as we passed it, I made a little quip. I said, "Oh, that sign's for Dad," because he has a shoulder problem recently and has been doing physical therapy. So, you know, I got a good chuckle out of everyone in the car. It was, you know, this guy might have a joke or two up his sleeve. Mana Hound. There really is a lot of roll stuff, huh? I guess this does stuff with mana, but... so yeah, you know, I had a little moment. That was good. What was not great was that... +0? I can't imagine we win now. Jesus. Level 2. It's quite a combo. I mean, if I get rid of this, I have to get rid of you, but if I get rid of you, I gotta... And then if I get rid of you, it's a half level, and then I guess I just shouldn't have froze you at all? There are cherries, I guess, but it seems like probably not the best idea. Yeah, turns out maybe not the best idea. You know what? I'm probably just selling that. You know what? I'm selling it right now. Money for next turn. Money saved for next turn, rather. I brought a portable charger for my phone, but the devastating happened, which was the cable that I had brought for said phone, turns out, not the right cable. Which honestly didn't matter too much in the end, because I basically just didn't use my phone much. Not that I was really going to be using it much anyway, but it was kind of funny that I like thought I had planned ahead and everything, and then it just, oh, I didn't do anything. It happens, though, it happens. Part of me wonders if I should be just doing boring muskox kangaroo with jumpers to keep my health high. I mean, that is certainly tempting. That is certainly tempting. What else happened while I was there? Oh, we were celebrating some various cousins' birthdays and things sort of at the same time. So it was, usually it's involves, oh, there's like one kind of cake for everyone involved, you know, all the different families, whoever family members have birthdays those days and whatnot. But, well, I guess it's not a but, it's more of a in addition. This time, well, it was a but. Instead of being a normal cake, it was, I've never seen this before, but it makes sense. It was basically a bunch of cupcakes, but like they were so close together, and then there was frosting on top that like connected into one thing of frosting. So if you didn't know any better from a distance, it could have been a cake by how the top looked. But then it was actually a bunch of cupcakes, so that was kind of neat. Never seen that. Granted, doesn't really change anything for me, but it was, I just thought that was neat. I'd never seen that. I'm debating on the whole level this now or save it for tier 5s. Some pretty good tier 5s up there. But there's also some pretty good tier 4s. I guess that's technically one of them. I'm maybe not as interested in these ones. Rolls this turn 0? Okay. Well, maybe I should just sell that one then. 10 mana. Three 3 that summons a 3/3. I'll just let this happen, I think. Your mom used to love when parents would bring that in as a teacher because there's no cutting needed. Yeah, it's kind of genius. It's a little bit genius, really. Oh, okay. Oh, and you have a brain cramp? This guy's cheating. Yeah. Jumpers plus kangaroo slash muskox slash poison dart frog. Kind of good. Turns out kind of good. I don't even really want to... I think I'm just losing again. It's coming to my attention that I think I'm just losing again. I want to do the roll thing too bad, and it's just not happening. We need to actually do other stuff in between, I think, in order to make it work. Instead of just going right for it. I mean, this will have at least some health this time, which is something, but maybe put a pie on the Falcon for the time being. What else has happened? I mean, there's been so much. Okay, there's been the biggest thing that's happened, IMO, TBH, IMO, but I haven't really spoke about it because it's almost like too nerdy. It's not too nerdy, but okay, let me just get it out of the way. In the past 24 hours, there has been a giga leak of giga proportions, okay, in regards to Pokemon. It has been awesome. At least for me, that I think it's awesome. So, you know, yeah. Kinda don't want this. Kinda want one of those tier 4 things that work with rolling, perhaps, or just another sea lion, I guess. But I don't really know where to begin Because it's been a lot, I guess is the short end of it. It's been a lot. What I would say is that I got on the news pretty quick of it. In terms of, found out there was some leaks happening before really anything really got going. And that was good for me because, okay, I get a little trumpets. Because I'm interested in that kind of thing. So, when leaks are happening, some people, they might go to Twitter. It's a pretty safe bet. It's a pretty decent place to go. However, if you're really about that life, place to actually go is, like it or not, the place to go is actually 4chan. It is the only time really I ever go there nowadays. But when the time is right, the time is right. Okay? And this is the one of those times. So I was up in that business early on when it was just sort of notes about there's a leak happening. It's said to be about these topics, but we don't really have a big idea on it quite yet. That's unfortunate. I mean, we lose, but, you know, that's unfortunate. And it was before all of the, let's say, the sprites and the real big stuff started popping off. So that was fun to be there for. This is certainly good with the rolling. However, there's something to be said about maybe just keeping this as it is and going to half rolling, which it doesn't really make sense, to be honest. It doesn't really make a ton of sense, but something to be said about that. But level. Okay, now that is of interest to me. I wouldn't want to transform you though, but perhaps the Dumbo octopus. So then you go sell on this, bring in Ammonite. Maybe I do that next turn, but then I lose out on stats. But we're at 1 health. That's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. Assault, huh? Okay, level 2 this. Change the order back to this for this turn. Maybe we're just going scaling and we're not even rolling anymore, but maybe we'll keep this part or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it's only him for scaling really right now, but we got some pretty strong units. But if we're trying to get to 10, we're gonna need pretty significant scaling. Which the Dumbo Octopus doesn't really actually do, but it's 0 money, so free real estate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm just gonna end the turn. I mean, I don't know where to start with the Pokemon stuff, but it was fun to be in the thread, as it were. Oh, we live with 1. It was fun to be in the thread because it reminded me of old internet, and not in the terms of, like, the bad way, I guess. You know, not in terms of the bad way of, like, toxic, you're gonna get hacked or something like that, but more in terms of, things are fresh. No one quite knows what's real, what's fake. Everything's getting thrown at the wall at the same time, so you're in the thread, and finally, after mostly just documents or SVN, Git repository type stuff, finally images start coming out of beta sprites, trainer sprites, screenshots of getting something working on an emulator, and everyone's getting excited, everyone's popping off. Is this sprite real? Is that fake? oh, that sprite looks like just a beta form of this Pokemon that came out, but what the hell is this other one that looks nothing like anything we've ever seen? Then trolls coming in as well, throwing in a couple of Fakemon or Pokemon that were made for like a ROM hack, and then other people trying to call them out at the same time. There's gunslinging, everyone's. It was just, I don't know. It reminded me of old internet times, but in the good way. And it was fun just kind of seeing it all live happening right then and there, breaking down. Unfortunately, I did have to go to bed early, and then all today shit has been dropping like crazy, and I've been gone the whole day, and I'm upset because I want to be here seeing it all. Now, as far as this thing that I'm looking at, being my Frankenstein half roll, half just kind of generic scaling team, part of me thinks that these two units are pretty good, though without Hamster you won't get to that 8 rolls most of the time. I also am somewhat wanna, you know, there is something to be said about, oh, Dumbo Octopus, keep it because of an achievement, and it's also kind of one of my best statted things. I also kind of feel like I have to keep these two up front right now because their abilities are good. So then the question becomes Worms of Sand for just a little bit of extra expedited scaling, or Ammonite to put in the front to then transform this Dumbo Octopus into a mini octopus, which is pretty flavorful if you think about it. I think that is what I will do. Because in theory, we are also supposed to be getting good things from... Now, we won't get that this turn, I suppose, right? I mean... We're at 1 health. I think we gotta kinda... Okay. Alright, alright. I mean, even transforming the Dumbo Octopus just to a level 1 is still better than the other stuff here. Okay, lots of mana and then potentially some trumpeting. I mean, I'm getting 3 shots that's good value. 4 shots that's great value. I would say that worked out pretty well. I would say that worked out pretty well. I think I am gonna level 3 that, which seems a little bit crazy. And then I think I'm rolling Trice. Ooh, okay, music. Okay, music. Ooh, gotcha roll. It is tempting to pancake. I think I'm kind of interested in the soft ice a little bit. Just because I think I do want to just eventually get armor on all of these things. There's basically been now official lore dropped of stuff that didn't previously, like, wasn't on our radar before, like leaked lore of like the beginning of the Pokemon universe and stuff. I didn't even get to read it yet, but it sounds fairly involved. We can kind of only buy 1 thing a turn, which sucks, if we want to get at least 4 rolls. Which I guess we only need 3 to at least get this thing to... I guess you only need 2 to level 2 this. So maybe that matters to some extent. I think you just do that, though. And then we get to 3. Get something for free. A donut. I mean, I guess for now I'll put this on you because it's free, but... Yeah, okay. Probably gonna move the Falcon or to the left of the Sea Lion because it needs some attack stats. The Boar, you definitely always want more. That's a pretty big team you got there. Can this take it pretty far? It can in fact. Alright. That worked out. Level 2, this seems good. Obviously, a level 2 boar is also very good. I can still roll 3 times. 1 XP for every 2 rolls. What matters more? What matters more here? A level 2 mini Dumbo thing? Or a level 2 boar? I'm gonna gamble on the level 2 mini, and I guess put this on sure. Let's go with that. One other big thing that comes to mind that I saw was the legendary Latios X Blaziken sort of blend. Oh, that transforms 2 things. Oh, I didn't know. That's actually kind of... I was gonna say it's kind of worse, but it worked out fine. Oh, okay. So I guess that means I need to do this, and then that way you transform these 2, because that's not that bad at that point. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Seems like a good idea. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, and then melon armor. Probably melon armor this now. Yeah. Even though the croissant is nice. We've had this falcon frozen in the in the shop forever, but it's kind of working. Peacock pretty good there. Oh god. And they're gonna trance that into mana? That's not that good, right? Oh no, it's that guy. That is good. Okay. I was thinking that it would just be a singular shot, and that's not bad, but turns out it was a guy that does a lot more with that mana than just shoot for 50 damage. That's a bit of a bummer, but the cool thing that was not a bummer was the legendary Latios Blaziken fusion art that we've seen, like, I don't even know how many years ago, a decade? They found a sprite for it in the beta leaks. So there is both a front and back sprite, which is fucking hype. This team was kind of hype. Maybe a little bit too cheesy, and I'm not saying that because of the cheese on the Ammonite. But I think there's something... I mean, maybe the sea lion scaling is just not enough, and trying to rely on that is a little bit too much. Granted, I think that team that we faced would have beaten a lot of teams. That last team that faced us was pretty good. So we almost turned it around. I mean, got to 7 from like 1 or 2 wins or something, so I'm not too devastated. But that's alright. We'll come back. We'll come back to it. Now let me delete those notes, not newts. Not notes, but newts. Oh, another thing, chat, which I guess I won't bring up in the YouTube video. One of the latest things I saw was concept art for basically every single Pokemon, at least Gen 1, but a shitload of concept art and character design sheets of Pokemon and trainers and all sorts of stuff for the original anime. That shit is really cool too. That shit is really cool too. Now let me get a sip of water before we go again. Alright. I think we're good. Let's go. We're back at it. First set of runs were a mixed bag, let's say. You kinda want the egg to be in front, but you sort of need these guys to be in front, because otherwise you won't get the last trumpet to count for the dog, so it is what it is. Bit of a backward sack in that way. Bald sack? Anyway. There was so much that happened in the past week that, again, there was still a lot I had not talked about just in the first session. So let's talk about some of them. The biggest Nintendo news? No, not the Pokemon leak, but the Nintendo Alarmo? Yeah, that thing's kind of funny, huh? That thing's kind of funny. I think that the interesting part about it to me that stood out was that there was not a Pokemon Sleep integration, though I'm kind of glad that there isn't, because, oh, my team is dead. Well, it is dead, but we're dead. I guess I'm sort of glad it isn't, because one, like, if it for whatever reason was something that was like broken in Pokemon Sleep, I would feel slightly inclined to want it a little bit. Probably not enough to buy it, especially given my current financial situation, but perhaps in a better financial situation, if it was good for Pokemon Sleep, then maybe I would. I think I want to try this treasure chest thing. I think I want to try this treasure chest thing. But the question is, do I do it? I think you kind of have to do it early, right? I mean, getting it leveled and stuff would be nice and all, but I think you sort of have to potentially maybe try it early. Alright, so now the order I want to do these 4-2 poops up front, and then you, and then you, and then I won't freeze this. So the lessons learned from the previous session here are probably that I need to be a little more, I don't want to say boring, but I want to say boring in the sense of kangaroo muskox in front type stuff in these rounds while approaching getting to the tier 4 times is what I would say. Doorhead ant, etc. I do see the things going on there. Spend 1 gold, feed 1 corn cob the nearest and Fred. Part of me is certainly saving this level for next turn. A little bit greedy for sure. Though this farmer's chicken, spend 1 gold to feed the 1 corn cob. Nearest friend ahead. I don't have anything I really want to give it to, but it is at least some amount of scaling, but it's very minimal. Okay, that I think is probably enough for me, because you are not faint, right? So that doesn't work with this. No, but it's still pretty good. And then we have the doorhead ant. How greedy do I want to be? I want to be greedy. I want to be greedy. I take it back. I want to be greedy. I want to be greedy. I'm sorry. I want to be. What else happened today? Patriots. Patriots were today. Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna work, huh? Patriots were today. Drake May coming in. We lost by 20 points. It's kind of funny to see the, I don't want to say copium levels, but it really just is that. With the amount of, I think I'd rather do this. You get this cracked die, then you jump, and then this is jump. That's more than being at the back and trying to like finagle all of that. If we didn't have the toy, then maybe you can, but we have Doorhead in, so it still jumps in the front anyway. You could kangaroo behind the muskox too, but I think this makes some amount of sense. I actually like it like this. If I didn't have this on this, I probably would Easter egg just for another muskox trigger. I think would be pretty worth. Yeah, sure. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. People are overcorrecting and overreacting to some good things that happened in the game, but he's still not, like, We still have no... We're a terrible team. Damn, that mana... Okay, at least it shot the Doorhead Ant. That's pretty good. Got a little lucky that there was enough health on the Doorhead Ant to still be able to do that. Another sports thing that I know chat loves me talking about sports is that the Chicago Marathon was today. And there was a world record. Pretty significant on the women's side by like an insane amount. I think the previous world record was like 2:11 something. 2 hours, 11 minutes, etc., etc. She ran 2:09:57. She didn't just break the 11-minute mark, she broke the 10-minute mark. That's fucking crazy. Gotta admit, I'm a little sus. I'm a little sus for sure on that. You know what? I think I am going to do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be greedy again. And, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen this turn. Level next turn's great. Double level next turn, fantastic. And we still got the toy. I gotta imagine this is gonna be a good turn for me. We're gonna have so many muskox. They got a lot of mana going on, though. That's a lot of mana. That's a lot of mana. Oh, the Doorhead Ant didn't... It died before it could jump. I mean, we still won, but that was all over the place. That was all over the place. Oh, fuck. I like don't even want to see this thing. I don't even want to see this thing. I mean, I don't have trumpets, so I don't have... You know what? Let me just do that first. Let me just do that first. We don't have anything with trumpets or mana, really. Yes, there's this mana, but that's gonna get removed. If I do this, what happens? Doorhead Ant would go first. Do the thing that. Then this would push the Alchemedes, and then this... I think this works how we want it to, but I'm going to greed and stat that first. Which is definitely greedy. Okay. Sure. I mean, the good news here is that we have 2 definite slots to move, and even then, before that, like the double eggs can also probably change. Your Doorhead Ant's bigger than mine, but I got a lot of triggers there. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I'll do this again. Sure, I'll do that again. Now, we are certainly still looking for things to get moved around, or rather, replacements. And I'm not even really... Okay, that's pretty good. Probably better than not. So I will do that. Oh, did I overwrite the fucking treasure map? I think I did. I think I did, right? Or did that break and then I got it and I just wasn't paying attention? I could see that being the case too. Gotta be honest. I could see that being the case. Now, one thing that we could certainly do is get rid of the Doorhead Ant, because now everything is a Doorhead Ant, in a way. But this also has an item on it and is just way bigger right now. So another thing we could do is get rid of this, and we would lose the trigger. You would have to have something in front. You could have it be the Sea Lion to buff everything, and then you would still have this stuff happening. I mean, I'm not really interested in this in long term, but I think this turn I want to keep it how it is. Okay, so we're definitely Sea Lioning right now. I take it back, I'm Sea Lioning right now. I don't know why that made the difference, but it made the difference for me. One reason or another. We're both gonna have some pretty big units up front, huh? Yours is slightly bigger, but I'm gonna get to do some more damage. And it was enough to lose. Oh, video games. Video games. I don't even think I, like, want that. Now it might be time to get rid of the Doorhead Ant. It is definitely got a lot going on. But that's also the same. And now we also have this as an option. We do need something in the front. Which is the bad part, I guess. Because, like, the Cobra really isn't going to get many shots off. Unless we get rid of Muskox, put Cobra second, and now Cobra's going to get multiple shots? Probably should have considered that before getting rid of the Doorhead Ant, huh? That is interesting. Part of me does feel that maybe for this turn, perhaps, that we may need to, I don't know, change this up somehow. I mean, I guess we could still get rid of it and then a sea lion, just sea lions, but I feel like I'm going to lose if I do that. I feel like I'm gonna lose if I do that. I don't think this Cobra's gonna shoot anything, right? No, it should not. Should not. Yeah, I mean, Cobra would be really good there, too. I mean, that got a little weird, but it did kind of work. In the end, it did sort of work. Okay. Okay. What am I looking for here? What happened to the music? It was just very quiet. That is one problem with the whole YouTube playlist. I don't really need the health in that manner. We could double Falcon. I mean, that makes things really weird sometimes. But double Falcon is pretty good, too. I'll do this on you because I want you to live. I guess I'm leveling you first. I was thinking about giving that to the Cobra because that makes some amount of sense. This also makes sense with a Cobra. Level the Falcon, get the pup in there. I guess the problem would be that the Emu goes before the pup, right? So then it messes up the order, kinda. That is a bit of an issue. In that the Falcons kind of mess up the order, but it does just mean more Emu triggers, which is probably a good thing, to be fair. Okay. Alright, I gotta imagine we gotta do this. I suppose we could put this behind this? I don't really know how that's gonna work. Feel like it makes some amount of sense. I'm not exactly sure how it makes sense, but I feel like it makes some amount of sense. Wow, this is a lot of things that are pretty good. So, here's another thing. For those that are familiar with the stream. Friend of the channel, Dem. They, oh, they're gonna have a 50 bazillion 50 at the end there. This is gonna be a bit of a problem. I don't think the pup quite worked how we wanted it. Friend of the channel, Dem. They went to Salem, Massachusetts, Salem, witch trials, all that hubbub, if you're familiar. You may or may not be, I don't know. But how does this work? This does the pup first, I think. But if this had one more stat, and then we put it here, it would be even better. But if we do it like this now, then this will go first, I think. Alright, now the music's a little too loud again. Let's turn that back down, Octopath Traveler. Pure Evil is the name of this song? Holy moly. Alright. I don't think we're gonna get there. I think this team is too weird for me to figure out. And I also think we don't have enough scaling, as usual. Not too hot enough on the... okay. So this part's working. Kind of. No, it's working. Well, yeah, the Cobra is really not getting the effectiveness we want out of it. That is one thing I'm noticing. Friend of the channel then went to Salem to go with someone who's never been before. Now, hit the pup. Okay. Now we're talking. One aspect of this, which is been told to me that was very odd, was that so Salem, Halloween, big time if you're not familiar, is a big deal there. And I don't even want to look at what's happening. And so there's lots of things going on for Halloween in that environment. And there was a guy dressed as Michael Myers, the killer guy from the movies or whatever. And Dem and the friend are going to a bunch of various different activities and stuff, and that's cool and all. But this Michael Myers guy was sort of in a central location, so they would pass or they would see him in the distance a lot of times. And he was basically just there to take pictures with tourists. That's basically the whole point of what they were doing. And what I was told was that it was really strange because for some reason, every time they passed him, there was a bunch of girls, and I'm assuming he's saying girls more in like older teenage to young 20 or mid 20, that were getting like doing pictures, but the pictures weren't like Michael Myers uses a knife to kill people. That's like his thing. He's got a big like steak knife looking thing and he slices you up. He didn't give me a number, but it was several times. Each time they passed or looked in the direction of the Michael Myers guy, he was being asked to fake choke, double hand, fake choke these girls for the pictures. And it was getting weird. Like, I felt like they felt bad for the Michael Myers guy because it was weird. The amount of that happening. Which is pretty reasonable, I think. Because what the hell? Why are they doing that? And, I'm just picturing myself, him describing it to me. I'm like, that's fucking weird, man. That is just weird. Oh, my emu. Well, this kind of didn't work at all. They're just better than me in every way. And he was kind of upset by it because Michael Myers is a pretty cool evil villain guy. But none of the guys, like basically no guy went up to him anymore. Because the way he phrased it to me was, you know, like, I'm sure like the other guys in their group would be like, oh, you're going up to Michael Myers for a picture? Like, what do you want to get choked, you kinky gay bitch? Or whatever? And it's like, come on, you're ruining it. You're ruining this for people. Why can't people just be normal? I'm actually normalizing. Okay, anyway. We're not gonna make it. This Cobra has not worked out at all. Cobra has not worked out even a little bit. Which is definitely my fault for sure, but I think we're too far in at this point. Also has not helped that we have not gotten this thing leveled. I'll say that much. Everyone's got a lot of attack, which is nice. Oh, I should have waited to get the Falcon roll. Oh, there's gonna be the level that doesn't matter. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, they're just gonna have 1,000 billion mana, right? My team is dead. Well, oh, that was actually almost a draw too. All right, well, like I said, I just can't seem to win this week, huh? I will say that team in particular felt very half-baked again. I guess this first, because at least we'll get the 1/1 dog. But yeah, a little bit of a weird situation. Skilled streamers. Is there such a thing? Ha 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 ha. Whatever. Whatever. Don't snipe the ground. Look. We still draw? No, we don't draw. Because the RNG went their way. Alright, very good. Very good. Roll. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, we were talking about this earlier on stream before we actually got to doing Super Auto Pets, but we were talking about both the Aurora Borealis stuff, but then also the 80,000 once in 80,000 year comet thing. I think I already I never remembered to look for the Aurora Borealis thing, but also I kind of figured I'd have too much light pollution to have a chance. I see these roll guys, but I also see that I have some trumpeting, but I also have a little bit of mana-ing, but not really payoffs for the mana-ing. More mana, huh? This doesn't really do anything. Okay, level for next turn. Level, I'm just thinking about I could just sell this and buy this and it's not too big of a difference and I save 1 gold for next turn, I guess. Does seem like I'm going more trumpeting than rolling, but... So if any of you got to see the Aurora Borealis and not just pictures on Facebook or whatever, I guess not Facebook, I don't use Facebook, so I haven't seen any there, but I have seen them on... Where have I seen them? We're gonna trade. Seen them on Twitter and Reddit, I guess? Apparently the phone picks up the Aurora Borealis stuff better than IRL, which is interesting. I don't really know how that works, but I'm not a camera guy, so I don't know how that works. Fine. They really want me to have that level, huh? I mean, I guess you gave it to me. I mean, shit. Now I just want the 7/6 higher up. Probably should have just given it to Alchemies instead. I think they probably did a big investment this turn is what I'm thinking. Alright, 2 levels here. Wow, they really want me to do that one, huh? 1, 2. Alright, Sea Lion for sure. I know I see the Vaquita. Don't actually, I mean... We're not really quite on one or the other set of things yet. The rock is obviously more mana related, so I'm tempted to do that. And just put this up there for the time being. And then these guys are just chilling. Seems okay. The Leech does have some, you know, scaling going on, but doesn't have any combos this week. I'm not quite as interested in that way. I mean, this just behind an 8/7 is not bad. We're not really on the trumpet thing necessarily. Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll go with this. Maybe we're doing mana. 2 brain cramps, huh? No big combo with them, but clearly just setting up for the future, which is reasonable. And the kangaroo paid off. Not a surprise to me. Not a surprise to me. I'm willing to get this going. Willing to get that going. I'm trying to think, should I buy something sooner than later? A fur-bearing trout would be pretty decent. Hell Greyhound would be okay. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit interested in trying to get something better than this. I mean, you could Wharf, it's kind of a little much. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. That's the thing that I want. Okay. I did see the multiple, what do you call them there? Multiple muskox instead of kangaroos. A little unlucky. Okay. Still think this team is good enough to probably draw unless they got mega combos. They don't have mega combos, they have okay combos. And it worked. It worked. It worked. Yes. Yes. I mean, currently the kangaroo is just better than the muskox for me, so there is that to be said. I don't really understand why this thing is good, I will say. Besides doing things where you can remove this dazed ability, which there isn't a lot of things that do that, from what I understand. I'm pretty sure there's none this week, but yeah, it is interesting, to say the least. Okay. I don't think I want to sell something just to level this. I do still kind of want to do the roll thing, but it does seem as though we are probably aiming for mana at the moment. Treasure map's changing soon too, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's probably gonna be pretty bad for me. Well, I guess not. It's only getting 2 triggers. That's not crazy. They are, however, going for the big time rolls. So I can respect that. We are gonna draw, which I'm fine with that for sure. Mega fine with that. Okay, do not buy the fairy, but do take this level now. More roll stuff, huh? Move 2 health, give 5 attack. Okay. I mean, the sea lion's giving health, so this is a pretty good thing to be putting on things. There is the sort of question of when do you get rid of this, or this, or this, but we don't really have the mega mana payoffs yet. That's what stands out. Well, whatever that item was called that I bought did pay off in terms of trading at the front. It's still working for now. For now. I like that. Ooh. Well, a boar plus a rambutan seems pretty sick. And as fun as the kangaroo is, even though I think the rock also isn't necessarily something we mega need, but I don't even want to pie this thing, but I think I'll keep as is. Can you tell that I'm a fan of just generic sea lion scaling? Is that not obvious enough yet? What am I looking for? I think I'm looking for... Chimera would be good. The Pixie is kind of interesting. Kitsune. Yeah, stuff like that. This pet's mana damage hits the most healthy enemy and 1 extra. Yeah. There's payoffs for us. There's payoffs. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. The old front. This person's making the same mistake I did. They put the Ammonite in the back because they thought it just transforms the front creature, which is why they had the Falcon in the front, because they thought, oh, the Falcon will transform anyway, so it doesn't help. Okay, that doesn't really do anything for me. Could give me some free money, which is, you know, that's nice. Not nice enough to sell this yet, but if we had, if one of those payoffs showed up for mana, then I would likely, yeah, I suppose that is one. It doesn't really quite work with what we're doing in the sense of it has to be on him. How does Kitsune work again? That's when a friend faints. I guess the mana generation we have right now is really only on, you know, the rock, just for generic starting mana, but then Rambutan, which you have to actually attack with to get it, which is good for the warthog, or the boar, apologies. It's good for the boar, but any unit that I bring in will not be big enough to get that yet, but you could get at least a little with Alchemedes and stuff. I think I'm gonna try to Alchemedes achievement here, but spends mana to gain 3 trumpets for each. That's pretty good. This is also pretty good. 10 mana. 2. No, that's not the one I want. I think I'm gonna try getting rid of the rock, even though the rock is, let's say, not like it's better than the Alchemedes. All right, you have a big guy there. I should probably freeze that food as well. Do it like this. That's a crazy noise. Whoa. I mean, yeah, this should in theory be better. It just needs stats first. It does just need stats first. From the same tier, okay. I was like, you could transform that into something. This is also good. There's not really room for it, given what I'm working with right now. Sort of looking for a melon on this boar, and or level 2ing this boar. I guess I'll do this for now. Okay, level 3 trout thing is something. Something? Is it enough? I don't know, but it's something. I mean, we're gonna start running into teams that have been doing more scaling than just the sea lion, which has me a little bit scared. Level? Stat? Yes. Yeah. Pizza. Okay, pretty decent hits. The whatever you call our little wish cache looking guy. This should be okay for the boar. That's a level 2, but we did just get a 12-12. And that's with our guy being kind of small. The other, I guess, somewhat bad thing is that this you can't put a melon on it because I guess that's the other reason there's not really a big reason to put melon on these, because these throw items onto these after the fact. So they would just lose those armor abilities. And we got a big guy up front. Oh, you got a lot of snipes though. Okay, Boar's gonna get at least 2 hits. Not quite looking like enough. Well, we got a lot of mana here, actually. And then a 9/9? I mean, this is only gonna get better, but is it gonna get enough better? That's the question. Is it gonna get enough better? Damn. Really was hoping for another thing there. I guess that is also a reason to still put armor on these things, is because of a team that's running mega snipes, mega snipes like that. Okay, there's finally the leveled boar, but is it too little too late is the question. Is it too little too late? I have no idea. It depends on how many rolls you've done. 6? Oh, that's a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Oh my god, it was almost not a full problem, but still a little bit of a problem. Okay. Okay. Probably put the mana potion on him. That's probably worth buying. I still feel like this team can win, but it's... You know, we need this fish guy to get level 2. Oh, man. Oh, that's like, you know, way better. Way better than what I had going on. 1 HP. Oh, 34, though. That was so close to a draw, man. That was a 1 difference from a draw. That's brutal. Leveled Namazu would be very helpful. I'm actually going to freeze this because I would rather see a chocolate or a Namazu. If I have to, I'll buy that as well instead, I think. No, I won't. I'll do that first. But yeah, a level Namaste would help for sure. I am purposely running a weaker team, as I mentioned. The boar not doing as much is definitely not great. And yeah, we lost again. Okay. Alright. Very good. I mean, we were potentially doing it for a bit there, but not looking like as much of a chance now. I don't think the cherry is gonna be the difference maker. That's my hunch. Yes, this pepper that's on the Archimedes is often getting overridden, for sure. That level 2 thing, you're the one that's... Oh, you removed the health. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway, does it? Well, never mind, we got a 36-36. Okay, see, I told you, that level 2 makes a big deal. That level 2 is a big difference. Level 2 is a pretty big difference, it turns out. Now I basically just want to keep finding mana potions, huh? Which is not all that likely to happen. I guess this is a good thing to have because your stuff's getting overridden, but we're living on the edge for sure. The skilled streamers versus the naive pumpkins. That's very flavorful for the season. I think that was a better thing that happened. Oh yeah, our boar got to pop off. I think that alone is enough. It's definitely enough. And then the help for multiple attacks. Oh, it's all over, baby. We did it! Multiple achievements there. Archimedes plus Rambutan? What? Either I already had that as an achievement, or the UI did not give it to me. Either way, we got there. Even though, you know, it was definitely not good to keep the Alchemides. Certainly putting in the, whatever, the multi-legged horse Sleipnir would be better. And then you just put it behind the sea lion to just constantly give it attack stats so that it gives mega mana up here. Would have been better, but we got the achievement finally, so there's that. 18 rounds, that was pretty deep. I would like to still try, I don't know what this song's doing. I would still like to try and get a roll team win. I think that would be fun to do, so I'll probably try that at the end of the Puzzle and Dragons Monday stream. But for now, closing out Sunday with a win, unlike the Patriots, which they probably won't for any more of the season, but that's expected. Ooh, we've done it. We've done it. I would tell you, I don't think people. It's weird because the Super Auto Pet stuff gets the most YouTube views consistently, or like people will actually comment and say like, "Oh, I like your. I always watch them during lunch every day or whatever." Is very wholesome and makes me feel good about it. But then Twitch, no one. I don't think it's very Twitch viewed nowadays. That said, it's still fun to do. I would suggest you to either go watch. Honestly, I would suggest you to go watch Vinesauce's stream. He's doing some Mario World, assuming hacks or mods that are of the scary variety, spooky variety. So I would suggest going there more than anything else. Otherwise, there are other people to watch too, but I would suggest those. I don't think Worcester has a speed run going. Oh no, he does. He's got a platinum run going. I don't know how far along it is, but he's got one going, so there is that. I will be streaming tomorrow, obviously, for Puzzle and Dragons, as we tend to expect, and Vicious 8P, as well as a 3P to do. Those will be the main things to target, because those things are going away soonest, and then after that would be either those challenges or the title, depending on which goes away first and or how much team building is required to do them. So that's cool. I will see you tomorrow. I don't think there was anything else in particular I wanted to mention, but it was just checking my notes here. I don't think so. That's all. For the most part. There's other things to talk about, but the half stream, at least we still made it happen. And make sure to wear sunscreen and moisturize. Sleep well, and I will see you next time that I see you. Deuces.